I have to advise you, I'm not a tax professional, so I have actually spoken to a few of my tax colleagues who tried to glean some of their insights into this matter. I think you should actually, if you are somebody, try and seek some professional advice in the thing. But the good news is that the provisions of the Income Tax Act, currently anyway, do not specifically cater for the treatment of assets in the form of cryptocurrencies. No guidance to date has been published on the matter either. Reference, however, should be made to the applicable provisions within the existing frameworks. So tax treatment is depending on whether the income or gains being derived from the transfer of cryptocurrencies are capital gains or whether they're being derived from the course of trading activity. Getting income classifications right is important because that is what is going to have an impact on your potential tax liability. Not all capital gains are subject to tax. Indeed, only capital gains derived from specific assets are taxable. Cryptocurrencies are not one of them, at least for the time being. So determining the nature of the gain or income is a subjective exercise in the Income Tax Act and does not put forward any specific provisions. In line with case law, reference must be made to the badges of trade. So essentially over here you've got two different routes to take, and a lot of it is determined on what is the intent behind this and what is the frequency. So essentially gains derived from the disposal of assets held for investment purposes are deemed to be capital gains. As I heard before, currently capital gains, there are no capital gains on crypto assets. Investment purposes are synonymous with low frequency of transactions. So if you potentially, and again I say potentially hypothetically because I'm not an expert on this, bought an asset and tend to hold on to it for a long period of time. You weren't trading it frequently, and you made some long-term gains on that. That would potentially be synonymous with a capital gain. On the other hand, if you purchase these cryptocurrencies and you trade them on a regular basis, so you're buying them, selling them, buying them, selling them, buying them, selling them, it appears that you're buying them for a trading-based activity. There's a high frequency of transactions, and you've got short holding periods, and therefore you've got short-term gains in your profits. In that case, profits will be taxable at applicable rates, and any proceeds would deduct any relevant expenses in the course of your business, so cost of sales, any interest on loans. So I think those are the two sort of different tax bases, depending on what you're actually doing with your crypto assets. Under Maltese legislation, there's no taxability of capital appreciation during the holding period. So this means if you are holding these assets and they do appreciate in value, until you actually realize that gain, there's going to be no taxation on that. No stamp duty is levied on the acquisition or disposal of cryptocurrencies either. I would like to stress though again that I am not a tax advisor, and I would encourage anyone who's really seeking to get some detailed tax advice on the matter to speak to a tax advisor.